Let's talk about the main steps of the closing process. The first one, it always starts off with number one, a purchase and sales agreement, which is a binding agreement between the buyer and the seller that lays out all the terms of the sale. Things like price, timeline, payment methods, and any special conditions. This is normally prepared by the buyer's attorney and signed by both parties. At the same time, you set up an escrow agreement with the licensed escrow company, like we talked about before. And this escrow account is where the buyer deposits the purchase funds and where any financial obligations like taxes, commissions, loan payoffs are also managed securely. The escrow company acts as a neutral third party holding the funds until the property title is transferred. Next, the notary public prepares the property transfer deed, which is a formal notarized document that includes all the key information: the seller and buyer's name and identification, the legal description of the property pulled from the National Registry, the agreed purchase price and payment method. The deed will also declare any conditions, restrictions, or easements that apply to the property. Also, the buyer must declare the source of funds being used for the purchase. This is a legal requirement in Costa Rica to comply with anti-money laundering laws like we talked about before. And finally comes closing day. This is when the buyer and seller, or their legal representatives through a power of attorney, physically meet before the notary to sign the property transfer deed. Once that's signed, the notary submits an extract of the signed deed to the National Registry and pays the applicable transfer taxes and registry fees on behalf of the buyer. And then finally, the notary confirms that the deed has been accepted and filed by the National Registry. The escrow company is then authorized to release the purchase funds to the seller.